everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
And today we have our weekly recap for, November 16th is today.
Right.
But it's actually a 2-week recap.
So, for the past 2 weeks, we are covering everything that we've played. The reason why we didn't play last week is because of, or the reason we didn't stream is because of Tennessee game days.
That's right.
So we had no weekly recap.
That's right.
And to be honest, we really didn't play any games the week before Tennessee game days because we were busy.
We were very busy
preparing for Tennessee game days. Now, normally you have a Tuesday game night.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen because
Tennessee game days.
That's right. Jonathan's wife will only let him game certain times. So Tuesday is his time, but since he's doing Tennessee game days, she vetoed it.
That's right.
So, my first thing that I've got is on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, I had a few
day one,
a few games, but I'm just gonna start with Tennessee game days. Let's talk about all the fun times we had in Tennessee game days, and you didn't even have to do the overnight shift, so you got to play a lot more than normal.
Yeah, so we were not sure how everything was going to be at Tennessee game days because we had a split ballroom situation.
Yeah.
The Franklin Marriott, where we normally have the convention, both spring and fall, there are 4 ballrooms. And whenever there is a conflicting convention, normally they take maybe half of the ballrooms and then they'll open them up to us by Saturday usually, or they'll take the farthest, the 4th ballroom perhaps, and keep it all convention. No, they didn't have one on the end. They had ballroom number 3. So we had ballrooms 1, 2, which were together, and 4. So everything was split up. And normally we posted all of our games along the outside edge of each room. Well, we were like, we don't know if there's going to be enough room for everyone to put their stuff, and it just seemed like a lot of hassle, and we didn't know if we were going to have to move stuff around, whatnot. So I was like, listen, we don't often sell the real big expensive things here locally. Normally you would think that we would because you don't have to pay any sort of shipping. However, since we're here, everyone knows they can always get it from Steph. So there's not as big of a press of getting those big expensive games sold. So we just brought a lot of things that, frankly, we didn't have to keep as close watch over. If I've got a $500 game sitting on the shelf and it goes missing, not saying that anyone would take it, but it only takes one bad individual to ruin it for everybody. So what I've done for the past really 4 years or so, both spring and fall cons, is stay up overnight and watch movies and do work and whatever else that I can do on a laptop, just being near the games. This year, I did not do that. So I got to play games.
Yeah, we played.
I didn't have to sleep during the day.
That's right.
So I am so used to pulling overnight shifts of whatever sort. I've done it all through tech support. Anytime someone needed an overnight shift to be run, I could handle it. Was in the Army, can handle overnights. So I didn't mind, but I was super glad to be able to actually play games.
Yeah, we played a lot of good ones.
And what was your first?
Huh?
What was our first?
The first game, I'm like, we're fresh. Let's just get right to it. And we played Nova Roma.
Nova Roma.
We've had this a while, but I've been wanting to play it. And so I'm like, let's just bring it Tennessee game days. We'll get it played. I know Jonathan wanted to play, so he actually joined us. And it's a Euro. It's like I would say midweight Euro-y kind of game. There's a lot of different actions that you're going to do because it's worker placement. But I think it all comes together pretty smoothly and nothing was confusing about it, which is nice. It felt a little streamlined.
There are tracks.
There are tracks. I like it has a different sort of worker placement because your worker pawns are gonna help boost your other actions possibly. So you'll get strength 1 if there's only one, but if you have another guy there, you have like a strength 2. So you're trying to like line up your actions, and you can't do everything like most games, and so you got to really focus on like 2 or 3 different things that you can do. So for me, the game was really good. It met my expectations because I
did not exceed.
I heard a lot of good things about it, so I was expecting.
So
it
you
to be
set
good.
your bar high, is what you're telling me.
Yes, because I had heard from many people that they liked it, so I was like, okay, I'm sure I'm probably gonna like it. So, hey, guess what? I did.
Hey, guess what? So yeah, I also enjoyed it. If you enjoy worker placements, especially worker placements in which, if I go here, I've blocked Steph out of that space. There's a lot of that. Now, with this action selection mechanic, it's on this 4x4 grid. And there is, I can't remember the piece name, but there is a white piece that will boost anyone's actions on that row or column. When you place your piece on this 4x4 grid, you're going to do the action on that row and the action on that column based on the strength of your pieces in the row and in the column, including the white piece.
Yeah, it's like a governor or senator.
Yeah, something like that. A speaker, something. So yeah, I really enjoy that sort of push and pull. There's also a space that lets you do a wild action, but you have to pay for it. What will increase this game's longevity is the fact that 4x4 grid, those actions along each of those edges can be shuffled up and positioned differently for the following game. So for 2 things that were in the same row, it would never intersect. Well, next game, they very well might intersect. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So
hey, Kimei.
As I do, I buy lots of games in VFMs. So I bought some games during this Tennessee Game Days. So I made some transactions. So the next game we actually played was one of my transactions. And so I bought Horrified World of Monsters. The Horrified series in general is one I enjoy, but I always like playing the new ones, but I'll never.
I always want to try it.
Yeah, I always want to try them, but nothing has surpassed the first one.
The original.
That, we have totally decked out and like awesomeness. So that's like.
With all of the black and white Universal Monster
it was like
mini
maxi
timing. Figures, I guess.
Yeah, it was like.
They're like mini Funko Pops.
Yeah, that's what they are basically. So it was good to try. We totally failed.
Yes.
I mean, it was a hard game.
So they recommend that novice gamers start off with 2 monsters, both of them at level 1. Right? There's 2 level 1 monsters, I think, a level 2 and a level 3. So we were like, we can handle this. We have beaten Horrified. So we took 2 level 1s and another monster. We're like, let's just do the level 3. Who is level 3? Cthulhu. We got destroyed, not just by him, but by the other 2.
We didn't even kill one.
Not one.
We didn't even kill one.
We made good effort on the 2 baby monsters, and that.
Even that, we weren't even like close.
No.
I don't know what happened.
Matter of fact, Cthulhu is a 2-part monster. Once you have completed his thing, then you've got to do another step with him.
Everybody has to like go into the gate and then destroy him in the gate. And so it's like a 2-step process. And we weren't even close to step 1.
And so I think one of the problems was they ganged up on one person and just went bang, 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 bang.
Everybody was together, and
all of the monsters. And here's the catch: the Sphinx was one of the monsters. In order to defeat the Sphinx, you have to go to the Sphinx where all the other monsters are, and you have to answer the Sphinx's riddles, basically giving up your pieces for that. Well, you give up the pieces. Well, there goes your defense, and that terror track, doop, 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 done.
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Yep, that is what happened.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm glad to have played.
Yeah, it was good.
I think if you are a horrified super fan, there's no doubt you need to pick this up.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge, so be prepared.
But it is very much like all the other horrifieds.
Yeah, for sure. And then we played another game that I purchased during the flea market. I'm like, Jonathan, bring the game, because he didn't have game night. I was gonna pick it up at game night, but he didn't host game night. So I'm like, bring it. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yes, because I want to play it so I can sell it if I don't like it. And we played it with Sweet Amy.
Everyone loves Sweet Amy.
Yeah, and so it was good because she ended up buying it after the fact. This is how you sell games. You play games with people and then be like, hey, do you want to buy it?
And sadly, I was okay with that.
The game we played was Everstone.
Discovering Ignis.
Ignis. This is a race, which...
A race to, what was it, 10 points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This... It's basically worker placement. I mean, you're going to be taking actions on your turn to, like, do a variety of things, but you're trying to get 10... I don't know what it was called.
I'm not sure. But
10 of something that you have to go... You have to get it by different actions or completing the different tracks, or there's different ways to collect this icon, and as you do, you'll move up the track. So your goal is just to get 10 of those first, and there's like common goals that you work towards that you can try and beat other people to, and then there are personal goals that you can get. There's a lot of cards. No, it's not all race games.
Shelby says race games straight to the sale pile.
But like
for Steph.
95% of race games are just not for me. I like trying them just because you never know.
Right.
But yeah. Yeah, so do you have anything else to say about Everstone?
So
it got good reviews from people, but I'm like, sure, I want to try it.
So
the rulebook is terrible.
I was third in turn order. And I always felt like I would head towards one of those goals or something and almost be ready to do something, and then you or Amy would claim it. And I always felt like a half step behind. And ultimately the game ended 10-6 because I was almost ready to do a thing that I could get 3 or 4 in just one fell swoop. And then Amy did nearly the exact same thing.
She did 3 in one turn.
She did,
so.
Yeah, but I was about to do 4. That said, I think one of the things that I'd planned to do, I think we had misinterpreted a rule or something that I'm trying to remember, that we had misinterpreted something. It's like, I thought I could do that. Oh, no, I couldn't, because the rules were just a little bit of a mess.
So the rules tell you things, but they don't explain it to you as if you're playing the game. So it's like, how does this work with this? And like, how does this come together? It was unclear to me until we like started actually like figuring it out. It was not a good rule book. I'm sure like Amy played it back to back. She played it again right after, and she was able to teach it much better, because once you play it,
right,
the game isn't that hard. It's about managing everything and just... So teaching it would be easier than actually trying to figure it out through the rule book.
So I really, really love learning the game from the rule book with Amy sitting right there, because Amy is designing her own board game. And so whenever we hit a stumble in the rule book, which, you know, rule books are always filled with stumbles, inaccuracies, rules in the examples, don't do it. Rules in the introduction, don't do it.
Just verbiage.
Just all sorts of things. No, not with just this game, but I mean games in general.
Yeah.
But I love doing it right there in front of Amy, because I'm like, this, yeah, don't do that. And she's just eating it up. All of these things, because she doesn't want all of those problems that first-time designers have. So when she was all bright, starry-eyed and just doing her first prototype. She's like, and I'm going to make this on the 3D printer and this and that. And that's a slow down on your artwork. Develop your gameplay. Then do your artwork, your design, graphic design, things like that. And I think she took that to heart, I think. So, anyway, was glad to play that with her.
Yeah.
So that she could get to experience those things in the rule book.
Yeah.
You can usually learn a lot more from a bad rule book than you can a good one.
Yeah, but good ones are still hard to come by.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You want to learn what not to do. If you see what not to do, it makes it really easy to avoid those things, assuming you get a good editor. So
yeah. And
then we played multiple games of Take Time, one of our favorite games this year. We played 10 games with Amy and won 8 of them. Yeah. She is really good. She is on our wavelength, I gotta say.
Yeah, I wanted to keep playing that more.
Of course.
And we didn't even get to play one game with Teach You, which is another thing I wanted to play a Tennessee game.
100%. We have to play it at BGG Con.
Yeah.
And if we don't play it at BGG Con, our next good chance is probably the Gathering.
Yeah, I brought a copy, so
yeah,
we'll play.
That sounds great.
But Take Time is one of those like really amazing games for me this year. Now in our normal group, we've only made it up to like level 24 out of 40, so we still have a ways to go, which is good. I just want to keep playing it. Every time I'm playing it with other people, it's like we have to start from level 1, which is fine, just to like get the game down. But people who like most of the games, like people like it or half of them don't like it or whatever, we just move on to the next thing. So it's like we haven't been able to go back and play more. I want to play more with people, but I think Amy really does like it and she wants to play more. So hopefully we'll get to do that. I really like the game, but yeah, we won a bunch. So we won like this. We played 10 games of it and only lost
twice.
2.
That's what I said.
Yeah, so like the whole second envelope, we're like did the whole thing.
That's right.
That's awesome. I mean, play more.
Yep.
I want to play more.
Well, we can. Amy is local.
Yeah, I want it.
So then you played something.
Yep, I went off.
And I did not.
Nope. I saw Brian and Jill and their friends, so I played a game of Tower Bricks, which we learned in April, which I really like. It's like a cooperative,
Is that the black box?
It's a dexterity game where you have cards that tell you how one needs to be leaning, or like the gray blocks need to be leaning, or like red has to be the tallest one in the structure.
Oh yeah.
And so people make it a structure, and we all go, I hate it.
Like dexterity decorum.
Yeah, basically that.
I remember.
The big fault of the game is that there's no like cap to rounds. You just keep going until,
right. There's no
there's
scoring.
There's no real scoring. Yeah. So you just do it until you get it.
Until you get tired of it.
Yeah, basically. So we played around to that. I think it's a lot of fun. They had a great time with it. And then Jonathan was setting up a game. He's like, I want to play something from the Play to Win. So we played a game called Shallow Sea, But you
did not win anything in the Play to Win.
I didn't put my name in anything. I just gave my tickets to other people.
Yeah, because I don't really we don't need more games.
I don't want to go wait for the prize drawing.
We do need more games, but we don't.
Yeah, I didn't want to wait for the drawings and everything. I'd rather play the game. We actually played a really good game in its place, so that worked out. But we played a game called Shallow Sea, and Jonathan was reading the rules, and he got through half of it, and he's like, I can't do it, and handed it to me. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm reading these rules.
What?
It's a light Cascadia-like game where you're placing tiles.
Why couldn't he do it?
He's just tired. He was losing his voice or something.
Okay,
I don't know. I'm just like, okay, I'll do it.
Cascadia and Knitting Circle together.
Yeah, you're drafting tiles with a little fish, and so you're trying to get your tiles to have the fish on the sides, and then eventually you'll have all the fish surrounding it that you need to, and flip it over, and it's a board. It's if you've played Cascadia, you've played this game. I mean, it's literally like the same thing, but with a water theme.
Oh. Beyond Dead and Duchess played that off the play-to-win table at HerCon.
Yeah, I would have rather played something else, but he wanted to play it, so we played it. And it was a new to me game, so I was like, fine, I'll play it. It was fine. It was good, but it's been done 1,000 times. Like, at this point, I'm like, I'm ready to sell Cascadia. Like I don't even really want.
Not that Cascadia is bad. There's just so many.
I just
like it.
I would rather play almost the Cascadia and Roller Rights. I would rather do that.
Yeah, for sure.
But for me, Calico's always been the one of their games that I really like. Everything else has been kind of like this. And then my group, they love 3 chapters, so we played that, and I'm pretty much done with 3 chapters.
You've done the last chapter?
I feel like it. I feel like I've played it out. Like, I've played, 15 something games this year.
I mean, it's sort of like a trick-taking, a basic trick-taking game form of, what's the game I'm thinking of? Like Marvel Remix or Fantasy Realms.
Fantasy Realms, yeah.
And I like that the game can't end abruptly like Fantasy Realms or Remix.
Sure, I get that. I would still rather play.
Still, I felt like I had seen it, like you said.
I feel like I have no control.
Well, this is the funny part, is that's exactly what I said. Hey, go back and rewind the tape. That's exactly what I said when we played it.
April.
I felt like I had no control, and you're like, no, how could you say that about this game? It's so fun. I'm like, I have no control over it.
I like it, and
it's what I.
And
yeah, exactly.
I will play
so
with them.
You've merged with me there.
After like 15 plays. I mean, I think I've won once. Yeah. So obviously there is some control for other people, but not for me.
It's not
crazy,
whether I win or not. It's that I just don't feel like I've got much agency.
What's crazy is my best play of it was a random play. I randomly took every card. I randomly played every card. And I did better than I normally would.
Yeah. But
that's crazy.
When I was playing it, it's like my decisions aren't making a difference. I mean, for a mindless game, I mean, I enjoy it, but I'm not gonna seek out a game of it.
I think I'm ready to sell our copy.
Pull it out of the quiver.
It was never made the quiver.
Oh, it did not. I thought it made the quiver.
No,
the quiver is the
if
quiver.
I'm gonna play it, it's gonna be with people that I've played with that have then bought the game, so I don't need to have it anymore.
Steph has a big orange quiver of games that basically it's a card game holding quiver. It looks like a bow and arrow quiver, right? That you put on your back.
Yeah.
Supposed to hold arrows, but no, it holds card games.
That's basically my arrow.
And I assume they still sell it on the Board Game Geek store. Go check it out.
Yeah, do it. It's awesome. Oh, wait, I got one more that we played that night. It was me, Jonathan, and Wendy. We played 10B. This has been
love 10B.
This has been a big hit of my Tuesday group. So
that's good.
They've been requesting it a bunch.
Yeah.
I blew them out of the water.
I
think I taught them how to play that.
That was I think it was the top game of this month.
For you, yeah.
And it's gonna. So far, it's still on the top of the top 25 of 2025. I'm guessing.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
I like it a lot. I think I'm figuring out strategies now.
It's got all of the drafting, all of the placement, all of the. It's not set collection, but it's where you place things that will score you points, and I love it.
It's basically what Santa Monica wanted to be. If you've played Santa Monica, James.
Santa Monica's
very light.
Very light.
Whatever.
This is heavier.
This is heavier. It's what it needed to be. It's a lot.
It's not heavy. It's heavier than Santa Monica.
Yeah. It's really good.
You really should check it out, James.
It's drafting. Sure. I mean, you're drafting your position in turn order each round, and then from there you're drafting the cards on the table based on what you get with your wake up position. So, yeah. You should. Mighty Boards. I think it's going to be available early next year for Mighty Boards.
That'll be good.
Pretty sure. So all that time when I was playing these games, you were something else.
I was doing something else. So, before the convention even started, I had 2 requests that said, "When is Battlestar? And do you need any more people?" And I was like, "Just come find me whenever." They got me early. So night 1 of the con, Battlestar Galactica.
It is only a 3-day con.
Yes. So super short compared to the cons we're used to going to. So night 1, I'm getting to play Battlestar Galactica. So we played. Cosmic Beat will know one of these players. Jeremy from our Blood on the Clock Tower group played with his girlfriend and myself, and Cosmic Beat will also know Chris.
I was gonna say, does Chris
who
play
is
too?
Also in the Blood on the Clock Tower group and is always the imp. And James, my lead play tester. So we all decided to play, and turns out that Chris the president and Jeremy the admiral were both Cylons. So Chris, who was Baltar, midway through the game gets to look at all the loyalty cards of another player. So he reaches for Jeremy's cards. Jeremy says, "Oh no, there's something bad on them," but he looks anyway. Right? Chris did not catch it because Chris is hearing impaired, and so he wears a hearing aid device. He needs to be looking at you in order to make out the words and everything, and it's far easier for him to play something like Blood on the Clock Tower when he's doing it over the computer, because he has headphones and everything, and he can deal with all of that. But he missed Jeremy saying that it's going to be bad, and he takes a look and said, "Oh yeah, he's human." And we knew at that moment that the 2 of them were Cylons, and James and I looked at each other and we instantly knew. So Chris still thought he was flying under the radar.
Oops.
Jeremy knew they were busted. James and I knew that they were busted. So
Yep.
we were at distance 7. For those of you who don't know about Battlestar Galactica, the goal of the game is to get to distance 8 if you are human, and then make 1 more jump. So we almost jump and they push us back, and we almost jump and they push us back. This went down this way for about 40 minutes. Then we drew the 1 card that would enable us to go an additional distance if we passed the crisis, and we passed that crisis check. Boom, we're instantly at distance 8. As soon as we were able to jump, boom, we jump. Humans win the game just barely, but we had a little bit of luck help. So anyway, fantastic game of Battlestar Galactica. I was not the traitor. And yep.
Traitor.
Another Battlestar Galactica game in the books. And I probably will end up playing it at BGG. Not confirmed, but I am going to bring it just in case, because you never know. People usually ask.
That's true.
That's how good of a game that I run.
Yeah,
of Battlestar.
I'm not surprised. Okay, so day 2, Saturday.
Saturday, my birthday.
Michael's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yay! We played all the games he wanted to play.
32.
And by all the games, I mean just a few. We actually had a really good day, I would say.
Yeah.
We started with a really bad game called Bugs & Co.
Bugs & Co.
Like a 5-minute game.
That was just the 2 of us.
Yeah, that was just to like boost the numbers.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. And I put on the sell pile. Not great. It is a little like real-time flip and keep a tile or not. And you're trying to make sets, and it's very, very much for young kids, which is fine. I did the mistake of just taking all the tiles, and I forgot I removed some from the game, so that didn't work out for me.
So yeah, just trying to make sets of 3, just Galaxy Trucker style, picking up from a pile and putting down, picking up, putting down.
Yeah.
And if you keep it, it's yours.
Yeah.
You can't look through your stack to see how many you've got of that set.
I just kept everything.
And then I started to, and then I was like, no, I shouldn't do this.
No, just let me lose.
And I did.
Yeah. I took a chance.
You did.
And then...
So you ended up with, let's see.
Don't talk about it.
Oh, 3 to -2.
Oh, that's not so bad.
And so as we were playing, people were showing up. And then so we played a big game.
Well, because the day before, I'm like, Jill, I know you like the My Murder Mystery game that I brought to Cedar Glade. She liked it. So I'm like, do you want to play tomorrow? And she found me bright and early, which was good.
Hey, Metal.
Because she knew I wanted to play it. And so we played My Murder Mystery, the final protocol, with 6 people out of a maximum of 7.
That was good.
Yeah. So she brought all of her entourage with her, so we had 6.
And we did do the overview video, so be sure to check that out.
Yeah, so this kind of game is a once through. You're gonna sit down and play for an hour, 2 hours, depending on how chatty your group is. And
Our group was not chatty.
Not really. I don't know how to make it so that people are more chatty. You really have to find the right group, I think. So, like, I think it would work really well for people who enjoy something like Secret Hitler and things like trying to accuse people at the table. Like the Justin Berman group would probably all like this game. Like,
Justin and Brian
all
and
of the crew over there.
Arun and,
yeah,
for sure.
I feel like they would get really into something like this. So it really takes a crowd, I would say.
So whenever Justin and Brian and Arun plays Battlestar Galactica,
right,
it can sometimes get a little bit too chaotic.
Oh yeah,
because
was super chaos.
They all really get into being their characters, I gotta say.
And you can do that in the My Murder
And you can
Mystery.
Totally do that. I can totally see them doing it.
Because they give you enough information about who you are, what you're doing, and why you should avoid certain situations, and who you want to work with, and information you know. So they give you a full detailed background and like your relationship status with everybody at the table and how, avoid this person because they don't trust you or whatever it is,
Oh yeah, they don't want to find out about this hidden thing in your past or whatever.
Yeah. Avoid this room because this has something that you left there that they might figure out is you, or things like that to make you look suspicious. So you want to try to say, well, I think we should go over here instead, and like start like creating a story by itself. But
like you went into this room to check on this person, but you left an envelope with your name on it in this room, but now you can't get back into that room or else.
Yeah, XYZ happened.
Exactly. And then none of that happened in this, but it's similar to that.
Right. And so I like that there's not a whole lot of like prep work, and it's like
it's all in the box.
It's all right there for you, and you just hand out rolls and cards and people get going.
And you read your backstory and boom, you know how to play that character.
So for me, I really enjoy that it's so streamlined and very easy to just play. So
our characters were good friends. Trusted her.
Well, yeah, you're helping me find a boyfriend.
Yeah, we can't say that.
But I think it was a good story. We didn't get a whole lot of information, so one person won. One
person got 4 points. Everyone else got 1 point and lost.
Yep, and so that's kind of what happened in our first game, except nobody won the first time I played with the dead monkey. So I would be curious to try the other ones in the series, but at the same time, I'm like, would I ever find the right group? Maybe it would be a gathering game that we play once, but like.
But again, it has to be the right group, even if it is with the gathering folks. So yeah.
Well, like I said, it's clear like my Murfreesboro groups is not really for them.
Right.
So, but yeah. And then we pulled James in and we played the quick little mini crimes digging deep game.
Mm-hmm.
The mini crimes are just like these little packet of like, I don't know, very small cards. And you can flip over so many and try and figure out, puzzle out the what's happening, and you can flip over more, but it's going to cost you stars, and it's a little mini crime.
We did it.
A 15-minute game, and there's like a ton of these. I didn't even realize there were this many. That's how you get your counts up, people.
That's how you get your counts up. Those rookie numbers.
So I bought that in the VFM, and I actually bought a couple of them, but he ended up having more, so he just gave me the whole stack. I'm like, awesome. I'll play them.
Yep, you would have bought them.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Chris was on the way, and Chris is my one good friend who loves Fate of Fellowship as much as I do.
Chris, the same Chris that we talked about with Battlestar and Blood on the Clock Tower, always the imp. Always.
And
like 8 out of 10 games.
And so I convinced Michael to let me teach him Fate of Fellowship.
So I have been fighting her teaching me the rules for this game because I fully anticipate at some point getting a copy from Office Dog.
They're gonna send it.
They're gonna send it. Now we have confirmation.
It's Z-Man, but I
Z-Man.
I did get confirmation when I said it was gonna make my top list at the end of the year, because it will. I don't know where it will, but it will. So 100%. I love the game a lot.
So yeah. Full disclosure. I don't learn rules well from other people. I am not our target audience. I don't learn well from videos. I don't learn well from rules teachers. I don't learn well from anything except
Jeff.
The rule book. There are maybe
a handful of people.
There are maybe 5 people worldwide who can teach me a game in the same way that I understand it. Dan, who is on this stream. Jeff, who is friends with Dan on this stream. James. That's all I can think of right off the top of my head. But there are very few people who can teach me a game. So, after a very rocky start.
Not my fault.
It's not your fault. It's my fault. I just don't learn from anything but the rules. Beyond Dead says the rulebook doesn't even help me. I really need to go through the motions before it clicks. I totally understand that. But yeah, I mean, if you know, you have to have that first preferred method of acquiring the information, right? And if going through the motions means watching a playthrough video or a video teach, you know, so be it. But I am not that audience. I am not our audience. Hopefully we help you guys with all of that. But so I was Frodo and Sam in Fate of the Fellowship. You play 2 characters, one of which is going to do most of your actions and one which is going to do a single action. I had Frodo and Sam, which is one character, one group, and Gandalf. You had a couple and Chris had a couple. So our first game, we play it on normal difficulty, not easy, not hard, not insane.
Yeah, I think it was normal. I think it was just normal, yeah.
And people are like, "Oh, you're probably not going to win your first game or your first few games." So it was fairly difficult. We had a really rough time getting our before ring quests finished up.
Big hard time.
Especially since we had to basically fortify all of the Shire and surrounding environment.
I think
while keeping it clear.
The biggest problem we had was we didn't have a person who could muster for free, and we weren't getting hearts. We did have Gimli, but he's off in the wrong spot, and we needed.
He's way over in the mountains.
We needed troops over in the Shire area. So, yeah, it was definitely hard.
Frodo and Sam can't stay there. They're gonna have all the Nazgul looking around for them. So what does Frodo and Sam do? You got to go off on their own, right?
Yeah.
And off they went. Anywhere but the Shire.
Just to stay out of the eye.
Just to stay out of the area. I was just going in the middle of the board, north, middle, south, side, south, middle, north, middle, side, anywhere the Nazgul were not.
Yeah.
Chris was doing a really good job because his character needed to, for his quest, to go through and wipe out, conduct the battles, which makes the eye shift.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it's like, okay, he is single-handedly getting rid of those for me. Steph is trying to muster.
He needed goals. I mean, his goal was to actually kill the little red dudes in the different regions.
Right.
And we can't help with that.
We can't help with that.
That was his specific character goal. So we just had to be like, helping him move, maybe, or because you can move people with you.
Oh, hey, I'm going to muster up these brown troops because you need the brown troops. Right. So, yeah. So, ultimately, there is a card. Since you were Galadriel, you got to get these event cards, and finally you fish out the Eagles event card. So, once we finally finish all the little side quests, Frodo and Sam takes the Eagles, drops the ring into Mount Doom, and we won fairly handily.
Super lucky.
Super good, is what you're meaning.
Galadriel has an ability to take events that are out of the game. So if she was not even in it, we wouldn't have had the Eagles in there. I don't think there was any way we were going to win that, because our deck of cards was getting really, really
The deck was low. And the area around Mount Doom, let's just say that I've seen less traffic in Atlanta. And most of you know what I'm talking about.
Well, not only that, but you needed to have cloaks, and we really didn't have. I didn't have them. But it was not nearly enough to get through.
Right.
We
had to spend them just to stay out of the side of the eye.
Yeah, it would have been really difficult.
Or out of the Nazgul.
It would have been really difficult to get you in there. The Eagle card was literally the saving card. And what's crazy is that was the saving card of the last game I played. It's the only way we would have won. I do think the game is easier with more people. So with 5 people, you have a whole lot of abilities at the table.
Right.
And that gets you set up for whatever you need.
No, you really need to focus when it's your turn, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't dilly-dally around.
No, for sure.
So, had a great time with it. Spoilers, probably going to be in my top 10. Spoilers, probably going to be in my top 25 of the year.
It's a great game.
It's a great game. Now, I can't say it's going to be at the top. And there's the twist. So many good games this month.
There is. What I really do like about Fate of the Fellowship is the fact that the cards, the evil cards that come out, have a top and a bottom part. That's different than any other pandemic.
That's different.
And I think it's really
And when you shuffle them, it's the previous cards back and the current cards front.
So it could be different.
So if there's black on this, you're doing the black side. If there's red on this, you're doing the red part.
Yeah.
And that way you're not stuck with a static, it's going to be this, it's going to be this, it's going to be this.
They're either mustering or they're moving. And so
it's so good.
It's really a well thought out. That to me was innovative for the game.
Other than the epidemic things, which is the shadows increase, I think it is.
Yeah.
Other than that, the putting those cards into the pile, pandemic style, to me, it does not feel like a pandemic game. It is a pandemic system game, but it 100%. Does not feel like pandemic. So please, if you are not a fan of pandemic, which we are, I would say. Don't think that, this is just like another iteration of pandemic. No, don't treat this as if it was just another form of pandemic, because it's really not. It's really its own thing.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm glad we played it. After Fate of the Fellowship, we played... Dean and his friend came over like, hey, you want to play this? And so we played Hot Streak. This is a game I've wanted to play for a while because I heard a lot of really good results from people that I know.
It's really I'm going to say a horse racing game, but not horses. It's mascots.
Mascots racing. Yeah.
It's mascot racing.
It gives me the same feeling as something like Ready Set Bet, and that's what it gets compared to a lot of the time.
But turn-based in the
it's
betting.
different. It's different.
It's different.
It's definitely different because, yeah, you will draft a snake draft on different bets on who you think is going to win. There's only 4 mascots racing, and crazy things like they might turn around, they might fall down, like things might happen to them to like.
James, you mean Hot Streak? I think you're talking about the game we're talking about, Hot Streak. Yeah.
So, I did enjoy it.
I enjoyed it. My concern with this is the same concern I had with 3 chapters. I don't feel like I have any control.
You get to add 1 card each time.
So you have 3 cards in your hand. So you know what cards you're not putting in. And then you put 1 card in with that. But ultimately, you don't really know what's going to happen. And so it seems a bit random to me. Taking the statistically best things meant nothing. And I wanted to like it more.
Yeah, it was fine. When comparing it to Ready Set Bet, I would always choose Ready Set Bet over Hot Streak, though I wouldn't mind playing Hot Streak again. I don't
see it as a party game. I see it as a high player count game, but I don't see it as a party game.
I mean, I can see where people would consider it a party game because of low rule set.
Yeah, but
and lots of people, you kind of cheering it on or whatever. But,
sure. But I wouldn't call Ready Set Bet a party game.
I agree. It's more of So I enjoyed it. I'm glad I
played it.
Yeah.
I would not turn my nose up at a game of it. I think that it is a good diversion for a while. And so I would not.
Yeah.
I will not rate it lowly.
As far as like, I like the idea of a built deck of cards. I kind of wish it was more like we get a hand of 8 and we put in 6 or whatever it is.
I wish we had a hand of 8 and we put in 1 for the first round and another one for the second round and another one for the third round. But that's not what happens. It is you have 3 cards. You put in 1, the other ones get discarded, and then of the cards that are in there, we get dealt out cards from that deck, so the ones we put in there may not even be in there next round. That's just too random for me.
Yeah, I
don't have enough information from round to round. I'll lose that information.
Yeah.
So
it's like they give us this illusion of getting control.
Choice,
yeah,
but no.
But it's not really.
I want more. I want more control.
Because your card could be one of the 3 cards that go face down at the beginning.
Well,
so
I mean,
you might not even see it.
This is why I don't care for Flux. I want more control in my games.
Right, and so
I don't like random chaos. I like randomness. Don't get me wrong. I don't like chaos.
So the common deck building like this, it kind of almost feels like For the Crown, but For the Crown you're all in on what you're doing at that moment. That's where you have control over. I know, yeah.
That's the control version of this.
Yeah, so
I really like For the Crown.
Yeah.
So
no, I know, but it's not the same.
It's not the same at all.
It gives me a little bit of
this is the card I'm contributing for this round.
For my stack of stuff. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm glad I've played it.
Then we played a super hot game.
Not yet.
Not yet? What?
You had calls to make. I got asked to bring paragliders.
Oh, I did have a call to make. I had a birthday call that came in.
So I taught a table of 4, me and 3 others, how to play paragliders. And the game was really fun. Everybody loved it. Now, my main concern with paragliders is that there is probably a best path. And so, like, one person went off this way and everybody else went this way, and then that person, while they did well, they couldn't actually ever really catch up completely.
Because it was not optimal path.
Right.
3 people caught the optimal path, but then got in each other's way, and so it was.
Yeah. So it was a little bit.
And that's my concern with it, which I have suggestions on how to make that game even better with hiding some of the weather. Don't let it be known. I think that will help things a lot.
But even if you don't know the weather, there's still like an optimal path on the board to collect the tokens, because you get more points the faster you collect tokens. So unless they're all equally apart.
So, but to be fair, you did have, when in the game that you and I played, you had a really optimal path to take. You were first player, not on the one we did on stream, but one we did before that. You jumped right off the mountain and stayed low, and I was like, I clearly can't just go behind you with this.
Right.
So I took a different path and ended up succeeding with it.
No, my problem with the first play was I didn't end early, and I should have grabbed the 3 things and just ended and got all those points instead. Not going for the landmarks.
Not going for the rest of them.
Because that's where I was like, I'm going to try and get all the things. But it wasn't worth it. If I could have landed at 15 points, it was way more worth it than to try and extend and get all of the distance.
A little 5 points here.
So I think I would have won that first game if I knew better and just ended it. Like,
got it.
Landed. And so that's what most of us did in this game. I collected all 3 and landed. And I did really well. So, but the first 2 were pretty close together and pretty close to the offsite.
I gotta say, you had one. The golf course was like right in between your two of your things. So it's like 1, 2, 3 right through there.
Yeah, where Neil went the other way and he flew really high and went the other way towards the far away, like, spot to get the tower.
If you're gonna do that and you hit the cloud layer, then you need to be dive bombing to get. To go faster.
Right. And so it was, the game is still solid, and like there's a lot of really interesting mechanics that are different than other games. The game is unique, and that's why everybody at the table really did enjoy it. So
yeah, there's something special there for sure.
Yeah.
Then we played a game that's getting a whole lot of buzz nowadays.
Yeah, it just came out.
Maybe I'm not sure, but I think it's out. Origin Story from.
They were selling it.
Stonemaier Games.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Origin Story, you are new superheroes gaining control of your powers, and you're gonna do 5 rounds of trick taking. Basically 5 hands. Over these 5 hands, you are going to get 4 new powers to go with your base power. And then you're going to reveal on the 5th round as your new superhero alter ego. And there's basically a standard deck of cards, 4 suits times 13 per suit, numbered 1 to 13, just like a normal deck of cards. Love trumps all. So there's like brains and speed and
lightning,
strength and love. And love trumps all. So the yellow hearts basically is always going to win the trick. If you have a really poor hand, you're not out of it, because you can choose to act as a villain and take no tricks to get points. Or you can act as a hero and get 1 point per trick. So we played it at 2 players. When you play it with 2 players, you've got a sidekick over to the side. When you play it as 4 players, you're just playing it as 3 or 4 players. You just play as normal. And we played it with 2 players at Tennessee Game Days. And fast forwarding ahead to yesterday, we also played it at 4 players.
That's right.
So I have ended up with the bear every single time and used it twice. My concern with Origin Story I quite enjoy the trick taking aspect of it. My one criticism is if there's no way for you to get points and someone else has a really absurd way of getting points, there's really no way of catching up. You're playing it for the enjoyment of the game, and that's fine. So if that is what it is, then it is an enjoyable experience.
Yeah, because if you can draft cards to give you points and you manage to do it, you'll be getting those extra points every turn.
Right.
Whereas if you don't find those cards,
and I didn't,
and then you're basically getting 4 points if you get no tricks, which means everybody else is getting points because they're getting tricks. Or you try and take tricks, which is usually like 2 or 3 points worth of tricks. So it's like...
Now, it's not to say that there aren't some interesting powers in there. I chose invisibility because I had no way of getting points.
Yeah.
I chose invisibility, which let me play into tricks face down. They had no idea what I was playing, and that was unless I'm leading, in which case I have to play face up. So when I'm not leading, I'm playing face down. And Steph's playing after me. She's like,
I hated it.
And although that made an enjoyable play experience for me, it didn't get me any points. Maybe a point or two here and there.
Yeah.
When Steph and I played, there's a power called monologuing. And for monologuing, I have to have my cards face up. Well, then it's like the round or two after that, I got a power that let me delay putting my powers on until further into the tricks, right? So I don't have monologuing on. Monologuing gives me extra points because, hey, I'm playing with my hand revealed, completely revealed. Well, with that special power, I played not with my hand revealed, and then at the very last card, and I'm revealing my hand. I'm playing that last card. I'm going to get bonus points for this because I played with my hand revealed, but I really didn't. But yeah, it's I enjoy the different powers. I enjoy the events, but you know what? This is one event per game. It needed more of that. It feels stuck on.
Yeah, and even those events weren't that impactful.
They were not impactful.
So it definitely felt more stuck on than anything. I liked the game. I thought 2 players wasn't great. I thought 4 players was better. But it still, for me, feels a little bit long.
It does not feel long to me, but I don't feel like I can catch up in some cases.
Yeah.
I mean, the scores are really close, like 34 to 35 to 36 to 24.
Yeah, I mean, I had pretty good combo of efforts, but not enough.
Right. James says in more characters, there's way too much swing in the last round. All of us at the table on that last round, I got 8. Everyone else at the table got maybe 10 to 12. So not a lot of swing in the last round for us. I was always 10 points behind everybody, sadly. But no, I do agree that there can be too much swing because you can indeed get 12, 15 points in that very last round. So.
Well, yeah, your reveal of your character is
right.
Typically 8 to something.
8 to 15 points, yeah. Or if you don't get it, 0, because with the one I had.
Yeah, that's like the worst one.
It's like I get 8 points or nothing.
Yeah, that's the worst one. Because you can't predict, really. I mean, you can, but it's not a guaranteed 8 points, which is kind of crazy.
So I had one. My other hero choice was I can make a trick of 4 cards. They had to be at value 10 or more. For every one I had, I would get like 3 points, I think it was. So that would have been 12 points. And then I could add that to my tricks or not add that to my tricks. And I'd draw back up to 8, right? But I didn't know whether I would have much of a hand at all after that, because I did have 4 with the 10-point with the 10-point cards, but then I had trash in my hand after that.
Yeah.
As you would expect. Because
Well, yeah, you're getting rid of all those cards.
That's right.
Yeah, all right.
That said, I love superhero things. The superhero thing really speaks to me, and I think that is what saves this game for me. Again, I'm not saying it's a bad game.
Yeah,
it's just I don't have a lot of control over the points.
And I would play it again for sure.
Especially when most of the points are not truly acquired based on your tricks. Or they're based on your tricks, but really it's on taking a certain exact amount and okay. But yeah. That's a lot to be said about Origin Story, I guess.
Yeah.
And then
we got invited to play a game Michael's been wanting to play for like so long. And I said,
on my birthday!
Are you sure? And he was like begging me.
What do you mean, am I sure? So
I said,
there is a game.
Let's play.
There's a game that I had when I was very, very young, 10, 12, whatever it was, called Dark Tower. Those of you who are into the gaming circles already know where I'm going with this. Once upon a time, there was Dark Tower, and then many years later, Return to Dark Tower was released by Restoration. And we have asked for copies of this, been promised copies of this, and then promptly ignored.
I'm not sure we were ever promised copies of this, but
of any review copy from Restoration. But now they're under there's different people dealing with media, blah, blah, blah. Boil it down to, we never have picked up a copy of the game because we were hoping to get a review copy. Well, that's not ever happened. So on my birthday, we got to play Return to Dark Tower. And Steph wanted to hate this game. And then we played. Steph, do you hate this game?
No.
There you heard it, folks. Steph did not hate the game. Might you put this on your top 10, Steph?
Yes.
It kills her to say that.
Yes.
It kills her because it shows maybe I was right in wanting this game. And now we want this game. And all the expansions.
Yeah.
It's pretty darn fantastic, is it not?
Yeah, it's really great.
It's really good. And this is what's making my top 10 of this month really difficult. Fate of the Fellowship. Right next to Return to Dark Tower. Right next to probably something I'm totally forgetting. Yeah. What do y'all think about Dark Tower? Let us know in the chat and in the comments.
Yeah, it was really fun. Hey.
We lost. We lost miserably.
We lost bad. But it wasn't really my fault.
Leroy Jenkins.
No, because I asked, I'm like, are we good to move to the second
And I'm like, I don't know, I've never played this game before.
And Rick was like,
yeah,
I think we're good.
Yeah,
I think we're good. I had one corruption, and we do it, and then suddenly I get a corruption.
2, 3, done.
And then the next turn I get another corruption. I'm like, well, I had no way of knowing one corruption was going to cause us to lose the game.
Well, here's the thing. You just got corruption after corruption after corruption before you had a chance to remove it.
Super bad luck.
In any case, I love the tower. Just the sheer ambiance that this imposing tower brings to the game. You don't think it will, but it does. Does it not? Mm. It really adds to. It's not just decoration. It really feels imposing, right? The app, fantastic. The sound, fantastic. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, we did have a couple issues with the app. Not saying
not as a tech guy, I'm not convinced it was. We had battery issues, and then when we switched out the batteries, everything was fine. I think it was a tech issue and not an app issue.
Okay.
An app failure.
No, it was really fun. We had a great time.
To the point that we're now looking to get a copy.
Yeah. I'm on the lookout.
On the lookout. The skull spitting out. Fantastic. Yes, absolutely.
Ridiculous.
We love it. We love it. So, again, I did not read the rules.
Wasn't that hard to get into.
It wasn't
though.
that hard to get into, but whenever that happens, so this is me, inside the brain of Michael, I'm always wondering, is that really how it's played? Is this really how to get rid of a corruption?
Yeah,
Is this really how to move across the borders? Is this really how to do the events? So, and it's probably, we played probably just fine, but this is in my mind. So, anyway.
I taught
Loved it.
Fate of Fellowship correctly, so you don't have to wonder about that.
I'm going to wonder.
Nope.
And then it was Russ's birthday, not my birthday, because it's now day 3 of the con. So and we played.
And I bought like 2 tables of games.
Yes, you did.
So I wanted to play Solar Gardens.
Solar Gardens.
Because I ended up buying it at BGG because I wanted to play it. So now I can just go ahead and sell the second copy I have.
Whoa.
It's because I bought it at BGG. So now it's like I'm going to sell it at BGG. But Solar Gardens I wanted to play because it's a tiled... It's not really a drafting game, but it's a tile pass game where like...
It is sort of drafting.
It's sort of drafting.
It's like Steph's going to look at a tile and she can take it or pass.
Or pass.
And then I have the option to take it or pass to the next player.
Yeah.
Etc.
I love this mechanic.
I love it.
I love that mechanic. I wish it was used more because I think it's a really interesting... Well, I could go to the next mystery meat thing, or I could take this okay tile that works okay for me. Or I could get really what I want in the next tile, but I don't know. I love that choice in games. So I want people to use this mechanic more. The actual game itself is very basic tile placement.
Very basic.
You're trying to get like sets of things and columns of things and line up roads and make flower beds, and I would say it's that is like not exciting.
I mean, it's fine, but when you've seen games like this over and over and over and over, it's like, oh hey, you're gonna score points for these in the columns and points for these in the rows, and you're gonna make sets of this, and it's
dry
things that have been done before.
It's definitely overdone.
It's not a bad game.
No, it's not a bad game.
I think anybody would have fun with this game in their collection.
For sure.
But we have seen 1.2 million of them.
And the box is huge.
The box is huge.
So I want to take that like drafting mechanic and put it into something really exciting.
Yes.
Because I think that mechanic by itself deserves a great game.
I think that game would work a lot better if you were to integrate. I want my 13%, everybody. If you were to integrate this with a dudes on the map sort of thing, I can take this, which will let me draft 3 guys and get 2 coins, or I can pass it and then take another card, giving that to who could potentially be my enemy, or they could pass it. Let's say this is my ally. I pass it to my ally, but then he passes it to someone who's my enemy. And I have to hope that he takes it and not pass it along, because then that's troops on my border. I think it would work. That's more interesting to me.
Yeah, it's not a normal take one, pass the hand drafting.
Right.
It's a different kind of drafting, which is why I really am drawn to it, because I do enjoy that.
Yes.
So I thought it was pretty good. It was a good game. Yeah. I liked it.
Then we got to play a game of Wolf Street.
I brought this because I'm like, it's a convention. We need to play it.
Thanks, Stacy. Subscribing with Prime.
Yay! Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy.
Wolf Street is amazing game. It's just so much fun. Now
It's so different.
We only got 6 players, which everybody had a good time with the 6 players. I just think it's so much better with like a full table of like craziness. And we didn't get that experience. I couldn't find people to play. We probably should have played it the night before, but yeah, it's just Wolf Street is so interesting because one side of the table is doing one thing and the other side of the table is doing another thing, and we're all trying to like essentially not work together, but like I need to work with you to make sure you give me the best deal, and hopefully this person next to me doesn't pay $1 more and shut me out. And this was a lot of, it's not, I guess it's negotiation, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's really negotiation. It's more of like, I'm willing to give you this.
Right.
It's, I don't know, there's something really fun about this game. So
I just started a hype train.
did you?
Yeah, I did.
It's incoming.
Yeah.
We need one more person.
We need one.
To
we need one more.
Yeah.
I pre-started. I'm stoking the engine.
Yeah.
So I decided. So it's investors versus versus each other, and managers versus each other. I'd been an investor. I wanted to be a manager, and so I was. So yeah.
Yeah. Did you have fun with that one, or did you like the other role better?
I think it is similar. It's just the other side of that coin. I like the flow of money from the investors to the managers to the bank to the investors to the managers to the bank. Just that circular flow of money.
Yeah.
The managers had a really bad time of all of the stocks tanking.
Yeah, it was not.
Hey, Remmels, thanks for rating. So we managers, I majorly overbought, thinking that these stocks are going to rebound. They didn't rebound. So,
Red did.
Red did, but the other ones just sat there mired at the bottom. And okay, fine.
Red has the issue that I could always just tank any minute.
So, fortunately, I was not on the very bottom. I was $6 ahead of my competition.
That's true.
So,
but it was like
second place.
It was not a very high scoring game on that side of the table.
Woo! Jelvia with a gift sub, and now we do have a hype train going. So, but yeah, I had fun with it both ways. I think that it is definitely a keeper because it is so unique. You don't want to the same old. It's like, Solar Gardens is a fine game, but it's been done. Things like it have been done. Even with that one unique mechanic, Wolf Street is entirely different.
I agree, and I have actually been looking for
Paragliders entirely different.
I've been looking for
different.
Wolf Street for a long time. Well, Panic on Wall Street, and so when it did get released, I'm like, oh my god!
But the things I love are the ones that are different. Paragliders different. Fate of the Fellowship. It's not Pandemic. Different. Dark Tower different. I love the different games.
Yeah, and then I played a couple more games. I played a game of Hallertau, 4 players.
I did not play.
I love Hallertau. Hallertau is like the convention game. I always play it at Tennessee Game Days, so I was excited that Jonathan brought it because I wanted to play it. I always want to play Hallertau. I really like it.
I wish the window scoring is broken, I think, in Hallertau. But we've talked about this before. I'm sure that in our video of Hallertau, I've got a much better explanation of how I feel that it is busted. But I don't feel the need to play Hallertau again, sadly.
That's fine. I'll play it with other people.
Yep, that's fine.
And it was a great time. I did feel like I got a little bit hosed on the card draw at some points. I just had really terrible cards. But it ended up being fairly close. I was still third, though. So 84, 77, 75. So Not my best, but enjoy the ride.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Yep.
And then a couple games that take time with new players to basically end the con for me. I know you were off doing another thing.
So, Aaron said, hey, I hear you like to play Battlestar Galactica. I was like, well, I've already played a game this con. He said, well, if you start another one, find me.
Count me
because I haven't played in a long time. And I'm like, I could get together a game for you, old friend. And so, me, Aaron, Chris, who else? Jeremy, and a rando that we picked up off the floor. He decided to join us, and we played a game of Battlestar.
No, it was James, not Jeremy.
Oh, it was James. You're right. Because we had asked Jeremy, but he didn't make it over in time. Colorfly!
Over the hype train #1.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Colorfly. So, in this game of Battlestar, I became a Cylon midway through. And I ended up we've been trying out some house rules for the final extra card, and so we tried a rule that at 6 distance we would have the Cylon pick up the card, both of the other cards, and hand one off. The Foob! Hey, how y'all doing? We haven't seen y'all forever. So, yes, I was not the traitor of the first game. So, I hand over the other Cylon card to good old Admiral Chris. And so, the President and the Admiral, both Cylons, I at some point got my presidency taken away from me. And so, I eventually revealed, caused all sorts of trouble, and we killed the humans. What happened was
so rude.
I handed over that Cylon card to Chris. Chris was the Admiral. I planted a card on the destination deck for Chris to use, and he used it, taking 4 fuel down to 0, instant human death.
Nice.
It was so good.
Thanks, Beyond Dead. We really appreciate it.
Wow, all the subscriptions coming in on our weekly recap. Thanks, everybody. So, I rarely play 2 games of Battlestar at a convention.
No.
The last time I did that at a convention, the Cylons won in the first 40 minutes, which never happens.
You had to play again.
And we just reset. Thanks, Mayor. Exactly. So yeah. That was 2 games of Battlestar, 2 wins of Battlestar, 1 on each side.
Epic birthday weekend.
Epic birthday weekend. That's
Lots
what we're going to say.
Lots of good games played. So I had a great time. I thought Tennessee Game Days was a lot of fun. I learned more than normal because you were attending. Because normally I'm just playing a whole bunch of games I love.
Yeah, normally it's just. Normally it's just that. Happy birthday! Thanks, Remmels.
Okay, so continuing the week, because that was just that weekend.
I'm now 32, just so everybody knows.
32 plus.
32 plus, that's right.
20 something.
Wow, you can't even add. It's that high. You can't even add it. It's
high.
just so high.
Try not to tell people.
I know. Then we got home.
Game day was canceled on Tuesday, so I invited Jill and Brian over to play Lost Ruins of Arnak with the new expansion Twisted Paths, because I know they like Lost Ruins of Arnak, so I'm like, they'll want to play. My Tuesday group doesn't really like Lost Ruins of Arnak, so I'm not going to bring it there. So it was really cool. It's a really cool expansion. If you like Lost Ruins of Arnak at all, I think this is a really cool expansion because it adds 2 different boards with different ways to play the game, which I think is really interesting because, you'll be doing completely different things during the gameplay. And of course, it's just simply beautiful. So Stacy loves Last Resort. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, me too. I had a great time. And so we played that, and now that expansion was off the shelf. We did a video for it.
That's right.
So that was great. And then what? Wednesday?
Why are we the size of a Tichu deck?
Then Wednesday or something, we played some games. We played Cellulose, which has been it was sitting on our table.
It was sitting on the table for like 2 weeks.
For like 2 weeks, because we were gonna play it at one point, and then we didn't. So then it just sat there.
And I enjoyed a lot of what Cellulose is doing. It is basic worker placement, resource selection, resource management rather. You're combining, your oxygen and your water and your carbon dioxide, putting them together and making these little carbohydrates that can be used to do the cell walls or everything. So yeah.
Got an emote.
What did I get?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Oh, a Tichu deck has 56 cards. That's why I'm a Tichu deck.
That's funny.
Maybe it might have something to do with my birthday. So yeah. So good worker placement, I think. It doesn't do anything revolutionary. However, one of your great friends from high school is a biologist.
I had to send pictures to him.
Yes. And matter of fact, not just a biologist, a plant biologist.
Yeah, he loves plants.
So
he's always loved plants.
Took pictures, and he's all starry-eyed.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, he's like.
Jovia got the wow frog.
he's like, what did he say? I'm like, he gave me lots of love for the trees, but he's like, the first thing he said was,
"Look at that nice big vacuole."
I sent him the picture of the box.
Yeah. So hopefully he runs out and gets that. I'm not sure what emote I got, if anything.
I said he would love it. There's a whole book on the biology aspect of it. So he would love it.
Maybe that.
If there's any game for him, it's that one.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, that was good. I was more excited to play the next game,
which was
Flip 7, the Grinch.
Yeah.
Which
it's the same as Flip 7.
It's Flip 7, but with the Grinch theme. But I really like Flip 7. Since it showed up on BGA, it's like I play it there or whatever. But it shows up a lot on like the Thursday night groups I go to. But it's so great. I mean, it's just the Grinch theme. Fun.
Yeah.
In that video we did the other day is already like 500 views or something. Wow. Like people love it. People want to see it. So.
It's not the second edition. It's just a Grinch themed edition.
Yeah, it's just Grinch.
There's no new rules. You're a mean one, Mr. Flips.
And the app was kind to send us a whole bunch of other games, so we ended up playing.
Yeah, a lot of Clue and Operation based games.
Yeah, so we played Clue, Godzilla. And I will say, I think they missed the mark on this one a little bit. For someone who's not really a fan of Godzilla, which I like the movies I've seen, but I couldn't name all the different monsters in this. And
so I had to constantly look at the rules to find out what the name of the monster was that's on the board, because there's no names of the monsters on the standees.
They really needed to put names on the standees.
They did put the names of the groups on the standees.
And the other thing that they missed the mark on was...
Oh my goodness.
What were they called?
The Seafarians.
Or something like that.
Not something like that. That's what it was.
So there's like...
Seafaria and the Seafarians.
Right, so there's like a person or like the mastermind behind it.
The group is the Seafarians.
And the
location on the board is Seafaria. And...
It's very confusing.
During the clue giving thing, I thought Steph was asking about one thing and I had the other thing. But no, she was asking about the card in my hand, and I said, I don't have it. So that it blew the game.
Yeah.
You've got to make everything completely different. So there can be no... If I say Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the library, you've got no... It's not the library book in the library, so it's not that you're going to have any sort of confusion with that. It's things that are completely different. It's like librarian in
the library.
It's the librarian in the library with the library card. No. Don't do that. But that's essentially what they've done with this Clue Godzilla, is that you had the Seafarians and Seafaria with, Mothra or something.
So I think they missed the mark, especially because... Nobody's gonna know all the names of these creatures.
I'm sure there are the diehard Godzilla fans.
I'm sure, but those people are gonna play with people who don't.
I don't know a thing about it, so.
For a mass market game, I think they needed to mass market it a little bit.
I agree.
So it was not my favorite Clue. I've definitely played the other Clues that I liked more. So, nah.
And then we played Operation Scooby-Doo. Yeah.
And I don't count Operation as a new because they're all the same.
They're all the same.
I did count the different clues as new.
I counted Operation as new because they're all ever so slightly different. Steph can cosplay as Velma.
Probably good.
You got the glasses and you could get a
turtleneck.
Turtleneck. Orange turtleneck and a red skirt.
Yep.
Yep, you could do it.
I'm on it.
On it. Or is it a red sweatshirt and an orange skirt? I think it's an orange sweatshirt and a red skirt.
Yeah, it's definitely an orange sweater.
Yeah.
It's like all the other operations. I don't mind playing Operation, and I like to try my hand at you. Like, I got this, and no, I didn't get that. Could not get that bat.
We have two more to do.
Yeah.
Jaws and The Nightmare Before Christmas, not the Oogie Boogie edition.
Right.
But I believe Jack Skellington. I could cosplay as Fred, but I love the voices of, the voices of Shaggy and Scooby are just so great.
Yeah. So we'll play those. And then what happened?
And then we played on Sunday. Saturday we had game day.
Wait, I went to somewhere.
I can't help with that.
I went to Thursday night game group, and we played a whole bunch of games. The first thing we did was the gang with 6 players, 2 people which were new, but we still won. Everybody was on it. Everybody understood what to do. Everybody
knew.
Yeah.
Everybody got the orders.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing that we managed to win on our first play. Usually with 6 players, you don't win on the first play.
Oh, no. You have to.
I was surprised.
Because there's either someone who doesn't get poker or doesn't get co-ops.
And we weren't even table talking.
Right.
It wasn't even an easy win. It was I can't believe we did that win.
Right.
And then I taught Jill how to play Time to Panic because she had it on pre-order.
Panique.
And she told Brian, cancel the pre-order. She did not like it. I liked it. She did not like it.
Sorry, Ivy Studio.
I think they're still gonna keep it on order, but she was not a fan. It's not for everybody, but
it's true.
But then we played Seven Wonders Dice, which I really like. Not much to say about that. It's just it's a good game, a good roll and write game, and you make good choices. And then we played the roll and write game of I Like Cats Explore and Draw, which is a game that I wish came out more. So I brought it, and we had a great time. Love it. I love it. I think it's really good. You take the big game I Like Cats and you put it into a roll and write. They did an amazing job.
They did an amazing job.
I think so for me, this Explore and Draw, you get a lot in a small box. It's a really great game.
Highly recommend.
Probably one of my favorite roll and writes.
And this is coming from the queen of roll and writes.
Yeah, it's really good. And we finished the night with a game of Tacta. All the op games we've been playing.
Nice. Op's been really hitting their stride, I think.
Yeah.
On Friday, I gotta mention, I had Taekwondo fight night.
That's right.
And achievement unlocked, I actually backfisted my 8th degree instructor in the head, and then he got me right here.
I know, you're bruised up.
I've got a little bit of a strawberry on my eyelid.
All bruised up.
All bruised up. But it's fight night. We had a lot of fun. And I mean, even when I get something like this, I mean, I'm not injured. I mean, he doesn't mean to hurt me. It's just a little bit of extra contact. But I mean, how often is it that you get an 8th degree with a back fist on the back of the head? I've never put him out of position like that. And so it was good.
Look out for your eyes. I want you coming home.
I still see. Look, Michael cosplay as Fred.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't Godzilla in the foyer that attacked you. I can see.
Okay. We didn't play many games on Saturday game day.
No, we did. That was really surprising. Because one of them was not even a real teach. Because we weren't learning it. Because it was Origin Story, which we talked about.
Yeah, it's still, like I said, it's long.
And we only played 3 other games.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
We played a game called Big Shot from Plate, which I was a little skeptical of going into it because I'm like, it's area control, blah, blah, blah. But I actually found it really interesting.
Yeah. So
obviously, I lost. Obviously. I was like, if I had done nothing the entire game, I would have done better than if I had played.
Yeah. In Big Shot, you've got cubes that you pull out of a bag and put them on spots all around the board, right?
Yeah.
And it's a really simple concept. You start out with $10 or 10M or whatever they call it. So, Dan says, I guess I should play Big Shot again. I wasn't excited about it when it first came out 20 plus years ago. So what you do is you roll the die.
Just you wait till you hear the other games we play.
And the more old games. You roll the die, and this is the set of cubes you're going to be bidding on. You might not have any cubes in this auction, but here's the catch. If you win the auction, you get to place where on this area control map that people are going to, that you're going to put those cubes down. The most any region can have is 7 cubes. And there is the twist. Now, here's my one concern with this game. Late wins, much more valuable than early wins. Or I should say strategic mid-game wins. You can close out a region and end up with 1 cube taking control of a whole region. Because if Steph has 3 and James has 3 and I have 1, it's got the ties cancel each other out rule. 3 versus 1. The 3s cancel, leaving only the 1. Ta-da. The 1 wins control of the region. So, or 2, 2, 2, 1. The 1 ends up in control. So that's my one and only concern with the game. Other than that, it really makes you think, and it's got a really interesting loan mechanic too, which you already laughing. The first time you take a loan, it's a 10 credit.
It's 9.
No, it's a $10. We're going to call it dollars, not dollars. A $10 loan, of which you're going to get 9 of those dollars because you're prepaying that interest. The second loan you take is an $8 loan. That's a $10 loan for which you get $8. All the loans are $10, but you get $1 less each loan you take. So you're prepaying higher and higher amounts of interest with the hopes to possibly get control of those territories, which will give you dollars. So there are plenty of times in the game it's like, I can't let them have this because they're going to get $20 worth of things for a $5 bet. Clearly I have to beat that. So anyway, It was interesting and different.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yep.
I'm not good at it.
Big shot by plate. Then we played Origin Story. Then we played Campfire Council from Incredible Dream. Where is...
Behind you.
It's high. No. Yes. This is a competitive game. This is an expansion that allows you to play, either add in more competitive stuff, or play cooperatively, or play solo. So Steph was like, let's play co-op. I'm like,
I wanted to.
It's not the base game.
I don't care.
Let's play the base game first.
No, we shouldn't
and see how it's done.
I still regret it.
The bar was set super high.
I love the Campfire series of games that they've done. I like, Incredible Dream really has a lot going on for it, and their production's always great.
Yes.
The games are always great. This one I think fell short for me.
And we had the upgrade kit, so we got to play with all the upgraded bits. It is definitely worker placement where you have 18 spots on a board and you are trying to basically just resource collection, try to fulfill these tasks. There are cultists that are trying to spoil things for everybody. But there's a twist in this game where you can go over to the cultist side. Here's the problem. I tried being on the cultist side because I was starting to fall behind. Because for whatever reason, again, I felt like I was one turn behind everybody because I was just about to finish something and then it was taken away because someone else took it. So things were starting to turn sideways for me. And then James took a vote away from me with a card. I played a card to take the vote away from him, and he played another card on his turn to take the vote away from me. So it's got a lot of take thatty sort of cards that will give advantage. Oh, counter advantage. And
I don't even know how you'd play this with 6, but
And so I decided to start siding with the cultists, but there's not a good way that you can really boost the cultists' power up enough in a 4-player game to where it would make a difference. The cultists could indeed win the game, but they have to actually get more points than everyone in the game, and they didn't. The cultists were at the bottom. But I felt like that was my only chance to win. Not having done it before, I gave it a shot.
Well, sure. But like Gremmel says, it's an asterisk game because we also played your power wrong because it wasn't unclear.
Well, here's the thing. It was clear in the rules that if there was a patron power, so when you upgrade a region, you can become the patron. If you don't have your token available, you could abandon that region and not be the patron. But you don't get a patron power unless that region is upgraded. Well, there's an artisan ability that lets you take the patron power even for regions where there is no patron. Well, if the place is not upgraded, there's no patron power. In fact, you can barely see the patron power on the unupgraded side because it's like a ghost image. It's not there. Yet, the designer said, yeah, you're supposed to get that with the artisan rule. Where was this in the rules?
Yeah, definitely missing. So that was very
missing.
That was very unclear. But also, I felt like the artisan power should get every bonus, upgraded or not, even if it's owned by Susan.
Yes,
you should have got the coin with your artisan.
Should have. The other powers are so much better.
Yeah. And because you're only using this guy once, and you might not even use it in the city, probably not, because there's other spots that you can go. That wouldn't be a building. It would be something else. So, very weak.
Yep.
In my opinion.
you're playing this over 5 rounds, and
so basically you get the 5.
I think 5 rounds is the thing these days. Why is it always 5 rounds? Why not 4? Because in a 4-player game, everyone would have exactly 1 round in which they are the speaker. No, James got to be the speaker twice. Rounds 1 and 5.
He was star
the
player.
Start and the end. Not only that, start player gets their first choice of character and upgrade.
Yeah. It seems really
it's a
strong.
It needed. I want to say I love the Kidfire universe, but I'm going to stick by my original thing that nobody cares about the lore of a thing except for the people creating that lore. I'm sure somebody out there really enjoys the lore of Kidfire. I don't care about lore of most games unless it's an IP-based game that I've actually gotten to see the characters, right? But and I enjoy the Kidfire games. This needed more development time. I am looking forward to trying the co-op version, but ultimately I think it's going to be as different to Kidfire Council as Intrigue is to Orleans.
Invasion.
Invasion. What did I say? Intrigue. I said Intrigue. Yeah, Invasion is to Orleans. Making it co-op and different.
Well, that's where I'm like,
where you're fighting against the cultists.
Should have just played the co-op to begin with, because I knew that would be the preferred way for me.
Right. But you have to play, if you're going to give it a review of this, just this, you have to play this, just this, in my opinion. And this does not include this.
I know.
We will play this, but it was not that day.
Yeah.
Anyway, back on the shelves with the... I like what it wants to do, but man, I set that bar high.
I didn't, because I heard a lot of mixed reviews, but still it didn't meet the bar I was expecting. Just because it doesn't have mechanics I like. It has a lot of good ideas, but I don't like games that are mean to you when
that game is mean.
When people are also mean to you. It's like a lot of like bad on bad.
I don't mind cultists being mean, because that's just the game mechanic.
I do, because I was the only one to lose resources that round. You lost your cultist, but you had the round before to use it, so I don't feel that badly for you. But
if I had the chance to, sure.
When I spend the whole first round upgrading my people, and James could just do it on a whim, he was just going doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, like all the time, just doing everything, and it took me my whole round to upgrade one guy, upgrade another guy. And then even get one stone. It takes my action to get one stone. I got one guy upgraded. That gets taken away from me. I'm like,
I got one guy upgraded the entire game, because those spots were always filled.
Yeah, exactly. Best mood award. I agree. I don't know. It's not. I won the game, and I won the game by a lot. I would say.
No, an absurd amount.
But I had no fun doing it. I had no fun doing it. I felt ruined the whole game, and I clearly wasn't, because my power was fairly good and I used it well, but it's just... This is when I tell you these scores, you're gonna realize the concern. James, who also got in on the cultist action. Matter of fact, pushed me out of the cultist conspirator spot. Which I think is crazy that he didn't have to outnumber you. That he didn't, yeah. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Now, I read the rules, but I don't always pay attention to myself on the rules. I was under the false impression that you had to outnumber the person for cult conspirator. No. Not only can you get in with this same amount, then you just have to
get in. You have to get in with the same amount, and you will take control if you were later, not earlier, later than the other person. I think that is flawed. It's fundamentally flawed. Anyway, James 64, Michael 72, Susan 82, Steph 100 points.
Nobody challenged me on taking the cultist cards, so I took them.
I wanted to.
Oh, I know.
I couldn't. So here's another thing. You remember the vote that I had snatched from me. James, the very last turn when he wasn't speaker, I had like 6 rare resources, and I would have gotten 6 points for each of those rare resources. Because I was like, James, put votes on there. No, he moved the votes off of there and decided that I was like, okay, I have no place anywhere on the map to put a vote, and because he dumped a cultist there, I had nowhere to fix it, and he took the vote away from me, not once but twice. It literally was a 36-point swing. So I'm gonna put this now over here.
I mean, 36 points is crazy.
As a 30, that one card is a 36-point swing.
That would have won you the game. So I'm glad he did it.
Of course. Yeah. I'm a little salty. I was like, I don't even need to play now.
Yeah, that's the problem with, I think, for me with this game, is that it's just a lot of little actions that could be amounted to nothing.
A lot of another example of a little action that amounted to nothing. That's the perfect way to put it, because so there is this thing that's really, really hard to get called a sentry bonus. It costs, like in some cases, a magic, which is a wild resource, but you have to spend a magic to get a sentry, and you have to put it in this hard to get to area of the city, assuming it's not overrun by cultists, to get this sentry token. So I pick it up, and it was the sentry token for being the guy that wins the vote. And then James plays that against me. That was another 5-point swing. It's actions like that which resulted in nothing. Not only did I spend the action to go get the sentry, I spent an action to get the magic that enabled me to go get the sentry. That's 2 actions that resulted in nothing because of what? A take that action. It's fine. I just did not feel like I had enough control. Stacey with the salt. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we played it, but
I'm glad we played it. I don't think it's a bad game. I just think it's maybe not for me.
It's definitely not for me.
And I'm hoping that the co-op mode fixes it somewhat.
I guess we'll see.
We will see.
And
last but not least,
we learned one game after that, and that's an old game.
Oh,
the Spiel des Jahres,
1985 or 1987 Spiel des Jahres winner. 87 Spiel des Jahres winner, Auf Achse. AUFACHSE for my horrible German pronunciation. Auf Achse.
I have no idea how to say it.
This is a game where you are using trucks to transport goods all over Germany. And it was enjoyable for pickup. As far as pickup and deliver games go, it was fairly enjoyable. The rules are not super clear on when you're supposed to do the auctions, but I think we figured it out the right way. Dan likes the 2007 better than the original. We played the 2007. It was redone as ley lines.
Hey, Ezra.
Did not know. Hey, Ezra. So yeah, we haven't seen ley lines, I don't think.
I kind of avoid pickup and deliver, let's be real.
But quite like optimization puzzles like that.
I kept this one. It was a part of a recent acquisition that I got from his friend.
My coworker.
Yeah, and so I was reading up what people had to say about it. It was fairly high regarded, and I'm like, okay, it seems...
Well, I mean, it's a spiel winner, right?
It seems good enough to try, so I kept it. And I like the bidding mechanic. I actually think the cards are really interesting. How you have to bid 1 through 5, and it's a different amount you have to pay depending on the delivery. I think that's pretty interesting.
That said, if you don't get cards that line up, you're just not gonna win. If you roll snake eyes all the time,
well, that's why I was really particular.
Double twos, you're not gonna win.
That's why I was really particular on what I bid on, because I'm like, it's going my way. That's fine. That's great. And then I would look at other people on the board. I'm like, why are you even bidding on this? Because like it's not anywhere near you, and you're gonna have to go down just to go back up again. And like,
right,
that doesn't make sense to me. What you're doing.
My 3 initial cards were one along the bottom of Germany, which wasn't Germany. It was like Switzerland and Italy.
Right.
The middle of Germany, Frankfurt area, toward the corner, which, okay, I can go zigzag up and back down. That's what I ended up doing. But the game won't end until somebody is completely clear of routes. So my third route was Stuttgart to the upper corner, the upper right corner. I was not going anywhere near the upper right side of the board. I lived my life on the bottom side.
It probably would have benefited from like get 5, choose 3.
Yes, I agree.
At the beginning of the game. I mean, there's extra contracts that you're not using, so you could easily do something like that.
Absolutely.
And I think that would probably help.
That would improve it.
Yeah.
But here are the spread of scores.
I did a good job.
James, 12-3. Michael, 12-6. Susan, 12-7. Steph, 21-1. She nearly doubled.
I think it helped that I got them all done, and you guys still had cards left over that you didn't complete. So that definitely impacted your score.
I only had one that I didn't complete.
You had little deliveries, though. They weren't giving you money.
I had no choice. That's what was available.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
And all of them are not available.
And maybe you overpaid for some of them, probably. Because at one point, I'm like, I don't want it at that price.
But here's the thing. If not that route, then what route?
No, I get it. And
it was on the way.
No, I know. And I had to give up a few because people were bidding too high. I'm like, it's not worth it to me.
But if not that route, then what route?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going those other ways.
Right. So no other. You just...
Then that might be a weakness.
Just do your deliveries and be done and catch people in the...
Catch people
suffering.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know. It's kind of what I did. It is an old game.
Yeah.
I do think it held up okay, though.
The one route that I did not get done was the one I started with. All the other routes I finished. And I was running to get that next route, but it couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help.
And
poor Susan was rolling 1.
Had I done it, I would have gotten a couple thousand.
Yeah, no, I know. Like you were, yeah. I had like $5,000 contracts. You had like $2,000 contracts.
I had a 4, but I paid 2 for it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know.
Because if not that route, then what? It made it a $2,000 route.
Right. It helped that I rolled pretty well most of the game. There were a few not great rolls, but I could go faster.
Matter of fact, I was optimizing my routes enough so that I was forced to get not 1 but 2 trailers, which that didn't help.
That's not great.
But
I did get
that's me carrying 3 routes at a time, which
it could work.
It should have worked. Did not work. Yeah. Anyway,
it was interesting.
So that was actually we thought that this would be a relatively short
I didn't think that.
weekly recap.
Because with Tennessee Game News is a lot to cover.
We had a lot to cover. And we had a lot of opinions on those games. Got to be honest.
Always got opinions.
Always got opinions.
So this was fairly long. 2 hours.
2 hours. That's a long one.
Cool. So
we will be back again in 2 weeks.
After BGG. So we'll have a lot
We need to be
cover.
saying bi-weekly recaps. Am I right?
I mean, when there's conventions, yeah. But
When
after
there's
that,
conventions.
it won't be like that.
But Flip 7, only but good things. That's right.
So we'll have a lot to report coming back from BGG for sure.
That's right.
It's gonna be a lot of games learned.
What plans do we have? 0 plans.
Play the good
Other than
ones.
maybe to see my friend Paul. Maybe go see him.
Yeah, maybe.
But no particular games on the horizon.
No.
Aldi didn't tell us to bring anything, so
Nope. He's got them all.
he's got them all. So, anyway, we will see you all in 2 weeks for the next weekly recap.
That's right.
I should mention, get the legalese out of the way. Most of these, a lot of these games that we played were not provided by the publisher, but there were quite a few that were, and we did, if we had mentioned them in the normal course of our playing games and we didn't say we acquired them from someone, you can assume that they were given to us by the publishers, but they didn't give those games to us in exchange for their being mentioned in this video or any others. They gave them to us because they know we like to play all the games, and we will continue playing all the games. See you in 2 weeks with the next weekly recap. Until then, fist bump. And if you want to see more weekly recaps like this, come join us on YouTube. Just search for Board Gamer Steph. Or even better, you can join us on twitch.tv/BoardGamerSteph. You can join Stacy and all the others up here in the chat, where we stream every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Central. And we bring you 3 games or more every single stream. So come join us on Twitch, where we play all the games.
And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.